Yeah, what's up with 4K gaming? Is that ever gonna get some traction?
That's
or like
one of
PvP
the
games?
questions.
It
For
seems like it's
PvP
kind of just never
Probably
gonna happen.
eventually, but it'll be a long time.
It's existed though for so long now. It's weird.
Well, that's true, but 1440 also existed for like
Yeah, it's true.
8 years before FPS players finally started doing it, which most of them do now. I don't really know any like streamers that are on 1080 still. I think probably eventually 4K. I don't know though. Is that the next step up from 1440? 4K, is that the next resolution?
Yeah, because 1440 is 2K.
Okay. Because the thing
They have like
with
8K TVs now, or they've had them for a while.
that seems insane, yeah. Because the thing with pixels is like 4K is not twice as many pixels as 2K. It's like 2 million times as, it's like exponential. It's way more pixels. So it's quite a bit more demanding, I would imagine. But
It's just 4,000 pixels, man.
okay. But I don't know. I don't know when. I would guess eventually, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. The thing is, it's all about heat management. You know, if GPUs didn't get hot, everyone would play on 8K easily. Like it'd be fine. But the thermals is the issue, and that's a hard problem to solve. But I got a buddy in I don't know. We're live. Welcome to the Dropshot Call of Duty podcast, episode number 557. Wow. My name's Casey, aka Razinon.
We hit episode 500, huh? When did that happen?
Yeah, it's like a fever dream.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep. All of a sudden,
557 down. Another. Wait, what do we got? 557 or 577? 557. 557 down. Another 500 to go. That's what I always say.
Yeah, that's how it's looking. Especially with how
Call of Duty.
With how progressive and growing Call of Duty is. Anyway, welcome to the show. Today we do have a couple of things to talk about. Not too much, but there are some things. We got a little developer talk.
Really?
A little developer chat. We have a blog post and some other things. Not too much, but a couple things, which we will get into. Luckily, though, one more week. We only got one more week till Blops 7. And then there will be lots to talk about, obviously. So... yeah, we're kind of still in the holding pattern, but there's a little bit more info we'll get into. Before that, as far as announcements go, no new Patreon EPs yet. We will be recording them soon. Yeah, and you will have them all, obviously. Us waiting is not that bad, especially now. Because ideally, we can record them after BO7 launches, where there's a lot more to get into, to sink our little teeth into. So yeah, haven't done any yet, but we will soon regardless, behind the scenes or Q&A or something for our Platinum and Damascus patrons. We also got a new gold patron, Carlo S. Welcome, buddy. Patreon.com/the Dropshot. Best way to support the show. Ad-free, early access, and bonus episodes. And thank you, Carlo. By the way, nice fuckboy profile picture, Carlo. I like it.
Why is it a fuckboy?
Oh, never mind.
He's holding a kid, man.
He's holding a child. That's not
the opposite of a fuckboy profile
when
picture.
When it's really small, it just looks like, I just didn't notice the baby. It looked like he was just like looked cool and was kind of like looking off in the distance.
Yeah.
Like a modeling shoot.
Friendly photo there, and you call him a fuckboy.
It's in fact the exact opposite, and it's a nice wholesome picture of you and a child that I would presume is yours. Hopefully at least that child's related to you. Otherwise, that's a weird picture to take with some child. My profile picture on Twitter is me holding a child. That's not mine, by the way. So I'm an idiot. It doesn't matter. Welcome to the show. Thank you, Carlo. Very much appreciated. As far as other announcements, Saturday, we'll see. I don't know what to tell you guys. We could get Mixie, start yapping. If there is a Saturday episode, there won't be much to talk about, so we might do a little Q&A or a little yap session, or there might not be one at all. You guys will find out. Stay tuned. But that'll be up to Tanner and myself. So you'll find out. But in the meantime, and who knows, maybe we'll get some more info to actually go over by Saturday. I suspect we won't, but it's possible.
No, fuck no.
I'm the guy that suspects we won't, but it's possible. So anyway, with all that said, let's get into it. So really just a couple of things. Nothing crazy. First thing here from Charles. Blop 7 launches Friday, November 14th. So just so you guys know, by the way, this is like midnight, like 12:01 a.m. Pacific time, November 14th. So, wait, no, wrong. 9 p.m. Pacific time, November 13th, Thursday, is when this is launching. So, it will come out at 12:01 a.m. on Friday if you are on the Eastern Seaboard. Okay. But it's not actually like the 10 a.m. the 14th. It's sooner than that. So it's effectively Thursday evening for most of you. Another thing, there is no early access and there is no change to the release date. An Activision rep has confirmed to Charles Intelligence. So there were rumors floating around about both of those things, actually. The more bombastic of which was they are considering releasing the game early. Like, not just early access, but like, oh, we're going to launch a week early or something. That's not true. I don't know why anyone thought that, frankly. But a couple people were saying it, or were saying it's a possibility. But they are not doing that. They've never done that since we started this podcast. I don't know if they've ever done it in the history of the franchise. I would venture to say no. But the idea
released it early from the date that they originally say, you mean?
Correct. Yeah. The idea that Activision would be like, oh, the game comes out on November 14th and then later be like, hey, actually we're putting it out early. I'd be surprised if that's literally ever happened in the franchise. It certainly hasn't happened since we started the podcast. So I did not put much credence in that. And yeah, it turns out that's not happening. However, there was some merit to thinking that, because this is kind of a tumultuous, unprecedented year for COD, at least in recent memory, in terms of other IPs nipping at their heels in a way that also has never happened since this podcast started, with mainly Battlefield and now RedSec taking a huge chunk out of the player base, which isn't very surprising because it's a decent game and it's new, and well, by many accounts, it's a decent game and it's new, and Call of Duty, I mean, hasn't done anything besides the beta that's novel or interesting in literally months. I mean, maybe 6 months? Since Season 3, nothing new or interesting has happened with COD. In Warzone or multiplayer. They put out some new maps here and there. They put out some new guns here and there. That's it. And then we got the beta, which was like new and interesting because it's a different fucking game. But no big surprise. So if you heard they might release it early to like steal hype from Battlefield or something, I could forgive you for believing that, although turns out it's not true. And then the other thing was early access. This was obviously an open question, way more believable. We didn't have early access last year, but we did the year before in the form of campaign access 1 week early.
Yeah.
Which I was the guy who was hoping for that. And we're not getting it, which is a real goddamn shame. It's doubly a shame because now we're going to have co-op campaign, which sounds really cool. But if I can play multiplayer, I will not be playing co-op campaign ever. So I actually just won't try the co-op campaign.
I forgot there's co-op campaign.
That sounds fun and cool because they're not giving it to me early. Yeah.
Well, there's also, so I wonder if they're not doing it early because since there's a camo grind for campaign, that also means you can level up the guns. So maybe that's the reasoning this year. Because on one hand, it would make sense to do it because it's like, okay, you can give people something to start playing and like, you created a camo grind for this. There's whatever the co-op end game thing is. It'd be the perfect year to do it early. But then also losers might just play the fuck out of that for a few days, level everything up, and then multiplayer launches and they're shitting on bad players who haven't played anything yet. And they have like all the guns maxed out basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Could be part of it, but
yeah,
I don't know what was good. There was definitely at some point some truth to the game releasing early. Because numerous leakers had talked about it. And then recently, I saw it from like a leaker tweeted it or something. I don't know. But there's some article came out on a fairly large website. And it talked about Black Ops 7. And it said with the Black Cell bundle, you get early access to the game. And then everyone's like, okay, maybe there is early access this year. And like they are dropping it early. Oh, it was a Forbes article. Okay, so it was a big website. So they wrote that. So everyone's like, what the hell? And then that same day, that's when like Charlie Intel tweeted this. The game's coming out November 14th. Even the one Warzone community manager girl, or does like the marketing stuff with the
Stephanie?
Streamers. Yeah, no. Shanice, however you say her name. She was like, the game comes out the 14th. On the 14th of November, it comes out the 14th of November, not earlier. So I don't know why everybody was like, I don't know how that was happening. It seems like there was some truth at some point that the game was going to be released early, and then they obviously decided against it because there was way too much noise out there for it to just straight up be fake, I think. But regardless, it doesn't matter at this point. The game is launching on the 14th.
Yeah. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Which is, and you know, who cares? It not coming early is fine. I wasn't expecting it to. But if Forbes wrote an article, that's also pretty weird.
Because the thing with that is like, how much money have they spent on marketing? Like, don't they put the release date on like the monster cans, the chips they send out? You can't just change it. You can't just drop it early when you've spent millions of dollars on marketing and putting your release date all over different products just to release it early. That wouldn't make any sense. But yeah, I am curious as to why.
I wonder why Forbes thought that then, because you're right. Yeah, they do.
That's what I'm saying. Forbes doesn't just get things
campaigns
wrong unless that was the deal at some point.
Yeah. Weird. Maybe the sign of a panicked executive team over at Activision. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's possible.
So I don't know. But either way, yeah. Shame we're not getting early access. I think you're right though, because people would be able to level the guns, and there's no real good solution there. Because you give it a week early and let people level the guns, people are gonna bitch. Well, wait, wouldn't you give everyone who pre-ordered campaign early access actually?
Yeah, but the argument would be people like may have scheduled time off work already. Like that was one thing that I saw is,
I guess,
you schedule time off for the release and then they push it up. That would suck. If I was like really invested and interested too, and I had a job that I had to schedule time off way for in advance, and I was all excited to play on launch night, and they decided to release it a week early, I would be so fucking mad. Even if the game's coming out earlier and you could eventually play it early, that would still piss me the fuck off. It makes me mad when the games launch. What was it they did? One of the years, like a couple years ago, they put the servers live like an hour or two early, I think, and it like genuinely pissed me off. Because I'm like, dude, we all planned to get on at this time. I'm like fucking eating dinner, and then you just like release it early. It's like, what are you guys doing? Just fucking release it when you say you're gonna release it.
Yeah.
It pisses me off. But anyways,
I agree.
Doesn't matter. The game sucks.
Regardless, we're getting it when we're getting it. So, with that said, we've got some more intel on Blop 7, courtesy of a dev yap on progression and UI. Are you ready to press play on this thing?
I think so.
So are we doing a pause or no pause type beat?
No pause. This won't require a pause, I'm guessing.
Okay. We're
not pausing it no matter what. Yeah, actually.
Okay.
So I hope that helps.
I've received that.
Don't even think about pause. Yeah. Take your space bar off of your keyboard and put it somewhere else because you're not pausing it. And push your mouse away.
Oh, I was actually going to do it, but I forgot I have a Wooting. It's not modular anymore. Because Wootings are better. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Dev Talk.
Hi, I'm David Duckworth, UI UX Director at Treyarch.
And I'm Lawrence Metton, Associate Director of Design at Treyarch. And we're here to answer your questions about UI and progression in Black Ops 7. You boosted weapon leveling and overclock earn rates in the beta. How fast are they at launch? Well, we use betas to dial in our progression rates. We boosted weapon XP during the beta.
I don't know.
You can expect it to be even faster at launch and faster than Black Ops 6. And you can also expect more consistent overclock earn rates. Whether you're using equipment, field upgrades, or score streaks, we want to make sure you're getting the overclocks when you should be, and you will at launch.
Can we see the Black Ops 7 Prestige icons?
Patch,
I can't show all of them today, but I can share Prestige 1, 2, and 3 with the remaining 7 in Prestige Master available at launch.
Stop caring about what Prestige icons look like.
Challenge to unlock the final mastery camo on each individual weapon again. No. So in Black Ops 7, unlock the previous mastery camo on 30 weapons, and you will automatically unlock the final mastery camo.
Oh.
It's a satisfying moment where that camo instantly unlocks on all 30 guns. No more having to go in and complete an individual challenge on each gun.
I wonder if that applies to DLC.
Any updates to mastery badges in BO7? Yes, as a matter of fact, we're pushing deeper into the system by providing completion rewards for those who make it all the way through their mastery.
I heard there might be a couple secret camos in BO7. Can you give any hints on how to unlock those? No. Secrets are secrets. What about Dark Ops challenges? Any hints? Good luck trying to find out this year.
Can you tell us more about HUD themes? So what HUD themes are is it's a global system where you can apply a distinct look and feel to your core HUD elements in multiplayer, zombies, and co-op campaign. Can we see the Zombies HUD theme coming at launch? Absolutely. Here it is. It is inspired by zombies, but again, it's a global theme. We had a lot of fun with this one, and it's been crafted for the Zombies game we're making. It allows for a light theme behind your ammo widget, behind the squad widget, behind the mini-map and the compass. And it should be a really fun thing for players to experience as they're playing Zombies or any part of Black Ops 7. Are HUD presets returning for BO7? Yes, and we've revamped the system to play nice with our custom HUD settings. As a reminder, you can turn it on and off the mini-map or other HUD elements to suit your playstyle. And we've got a full refresh of the presets coming at launch.
Can we see more than one challenge at a time in the challenge tracker? Yeah, so BO7, we show 3 camos and 3 calling cards in the challenge tracker at a time. You can scroll to show more. And if you like the last used weapon feature that we released in Black Ops 6 that shows your next camo for the weapon you're currently using, you're gonna have that in BO7 on day 1.
Can we expect other remastered rewards like the remastered BO2 camos? Yes, absolutely. We are bringing back some fan favorites that you'll be able to unlock through the challenge system.
Are there going to be skin and blueprint rewards in Prestige again? Yes, definitely. Prestige is packed with awesome rewards, including operator skins and blueprints. And now that you've seen the Prestige 1 icon, we can actually reveal the operator skin and blueprint that you will get in Prestige 1. We think you're really going to love the rewards in Prestige this year.
Can we configure presets per mode? Absolutely. It'll be available day 1 at launch.
Any additions to Classic Prestige? So one addition we have for Prestige Master in Black Ops 7 is the ability to unlock and customize your title and your level color. So your title is what says Prestige Master, typically, when you're in Prestige Master. But in Black Ops 7, you'll be able to complete challenges and unlock custom titles. Maybe you want to go as Executioner. Well, there are challenges you can complete to get those titles.
Really cool.
We also have the ability to change your level color. So as you progress through Prestige Master, you're going to unlock different colors that you can equip to change the way your level shows up in lobbies and in game to you and other players.
I think players are going to dig this a lot. We're super excited for you to get your hands on Black Ops 7.
We'll see you on November 14th. There's a lot to unlock and a lot to customize. See you in the game.
No one asked those questions, as Swifty has pointed out in chat. That's absolutely correct. Those were all fake planted questions. They just wanted to talk about those things. Don't.
Yeah.
Just say what you want to say, man. But anyway. Okay. So, as far as things to talk about there, just a couple things to comment on, because a lot of that shit not really anything to say. Like, who cares? Like, you know, whatever. Nothing sounded offensive there. That all sounded fine. And to be fair, it was on UI and customization or whatever. So, like, whatever. The Prestige icons look fine. The Prestige system sounds good, just like it was for BO6. Honestly, very cool. When BO6 came out, in fact, I even got Prestige Master, because that was really well done, and going back to the classic Prestige system was a very good idea. Obviously, it was very well received, and them continuing that and then adding in a couple more rewards, very cool, and I'm happy to see that. So yeah, not too much to say on much of that, but a couple things to note. So you're going to unlock your overclocks, and your weapons are going to level faster once the game actually launches than they did in the beta. Very good. Should have done that for the beta for sure, though, when people had, whatever, a week to play. That's probably when you want your weapons to level pretty fast, so you can, you know, experiment with a lot of the attachments, especially the good ones, which are usually the latest ones you unlock. But that's fine. I think weapon level probably does need to happen a lot faster than it did, honestly, in the beta, so that's good. The overclocks, same thing. It took a while. Yeah, it took a while. I got a couple of, like, the tier 2 or both overclocks for a certain thing. Doing that faster is good. No huge complaints there. HUD presets are coming back. I remember Tanner and I asked about this in jest like a week or two ago during one of these things. And turns out they are coming back. However, this is not going to, it's going to be like last time, basically. Because last time they had written a whole thing like, oh, we're going to have, I remember the phrase they used, quote, fully customizable HUD. And that was not true at all, obviously. In fact, all it was a drop down of a couple of layouts you can pick from. It was not even remotely close to fully customizable, which is fine for like an FPS COD game. Have some presets. I'd rather it be fully customizable, but whatever. That's fine. Do it this way. However, when you saw the menu for it in this dev talk, they showed it. There were quite a few selections. A lot of them were going to be awful, just like they were in BO6, but whatever. That's fine. Probably some decent ones. But more importantly, or more interestingly, which I don't think BO6 had as a component of that, is there were a lot of toggles for shit you do and don't want on your HUD.
Yeah.
Like right now in BO6 and or Warzone, for example, there's the option of like, do you want to see your compass or not? Like on the top. And I think that's kind of it in terms of HUD elements you can just turn off. But now you can like select a preset and then also enable or disable things you don't want. I'm not sure what I wouldn't want on my HUD that's normally there. Compass, maybe. For multiplayer, I'm definitely turning compass off. For Warzone, I'd probably leave it on. But what else is on a COD HUD that I wouldn't want?
Compass really isn't in the way though anyways, so it's like, why would you even turn it off?
I probably wouldn't. Yeah, it's a good point. But more than turn things off, I wonder if there are extra things you could turn on. that like aren't on by default.
Yeah,
I don't know what that could be.
Yeah.
But yeah. Either way, it's good though. So I like that. And I do like the little skins they have, themes, I think they called it. So you could have like a zombie looking like purpley UI in multiplayer or campaign. That's dope. It's cool looking. Doesn't really matter functionally, but you know, anyway, that's cool. And then the most interesting thing, far and away, was the titles and level color stuff. Level color, whatever. The way this worked in the past was like everyone's level was yellow, or excuse me, white. Your number was white until you hit Prestige Master, and then it would turn like yellow. So now when you hit Prestige Master, it'll go from white to whatever color you want. That's dope. I like that. But most interestingly, titles. This is a great idea, and I really like this because it is another thing to grind for, and it's another flex. So, for example, in BO4, the way you would flex on people was your showcase. And in your showcase, you would have whatever calling cards you want. So those were done by doing challenges. So if you got a nuke, you'd put that in there. If you got a free-for-all nuke, you'd put that calling card in there too. And then you'd equip one of those so they'd be visible in-game as well, but only after you kill or are killed by someone to that player. And then that was pretty much it, because your emblem was just a signifier of your level. So, and that's largely going to be true now. There will be customizable emblems at Prestige Master, but not really too much. So it was really just calling cards and operator skins that were flexes. And maybe weapon camos, like the Mastery camo, that's another one. But like an operator skin of, you know, like Iridescent or Top 250 or whatever. But the thing about all of those is, with the exception of an operator skin, you don't know anything about that player until you are killed or you kill them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that you're a nuke, you've gotten a nuke until I kill you or you kill me. That's when I see your calling card. But with titles, see it all the time, like an operator skin, but even more identifiable, because you might not know, like, oh, this guy's running whatever, a top 250 skin. Like, you actually might not know that. But if it says, you know, Master Killer Razinon or whatever, that's dope, dude. I'm a big fan of this. And it's so, I'm surprised we hadn't gotten it sooner, honestly.
Yeah, this is cool.
It's also a way to
little and extra.
Yeah.
You know?
And you can flex multiple things at the same time now. Because that was another problem that showcases kind of solved in BO4. You could flex everything you want. Because like people actually looked at them easily. But I mean, like right now in BO6, say, you have like your operator skin. I guess you have like your weapon charm too. That could count. And then your calling card. But like, let's say you have like a nuke. You have like a Resurgence nuke back when those were a thing. And you have top 250 in Warzone. And you have top 250 in multiplayer. You can't flex all those things at the same time. You can't, you don't have enough slots. But now you might have enough slots. So your title will be like Iridescent Warzone guy, fucking Biffle. And then your calling card would be a nuke. And then your operator skin would be the Warzone nuke. And then your weapon charm would be, I don't know, whatever, World Series of Warzone 3-time back-to-back champion or whatever. Yeah. So that's cool. I like this stuff a lot. This is probably more talking about it than you guys care about, but I really enjoy things like that. So anyway, cool stuff. One of the titles was Buck Wild, by the way, based.
Yeah, and then it's cool because the titles, it's like you don't just get them unlocked. It's you have to go through and kind of pick which ones you want to work on and then unlock those titles. So we kind of saw like a quick little glimpse when it went over him, but one of them was like get a bunch of headshots or something like that. Actually, I'm curious. I'm gonna go back and look at what they were.
Take a peek. Take a little peek.
Okay, so Ruthless. Okay, there's a bunch of them. killer was just get 5,000 kills. And then that's after you are prestige masters. Then you have to get 5,000 more kills, I assume, to get that. It'd have to be. Get 10 kills with the pistol without dying one time. That could be... that's easy, actually, especially if you just play hardcore, because hardcore players are terrible. Ruthless, earn 10 Ruthless medals, 15 kills without dying. Buck Wild, get 500 elims with shotguns. Golden, get 1,000 kills with a weapon while shattered gold camos equipped. Yeah, these are cool.
Yeah.
More than anything, it's just something else to do for players that really want to grind the game some more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it looks like you unlock one every 100 levels in Master Prestige.
So, yeah.
That's cool.
More stuff to grind for. Very cool. So, anyway. Moving on from that. Another thing. Charlie Ansel tweeted this as well. I wouldn't have remembered. I'm glad he made this tweet, though. The New Zealand trick. So, for I don't know how long, but number of years now, you've been able to, like, I don't exactly know how it works. He's going to explain it here, so you'll know. You've been able to change your location in New Zealand to play even earlier. This is, like Tanner was talking about earlier, really deflating, because you're like, oh, I'm so excited for the new game to launch. Can't wait till 9 p.m. on Thursday. And then you go on your lunch break and check Twitter, and you're seeing clips of people playing BO7. Yeah. You're like, wait.
Swag's level 40 already.
Yeah. I thought he's Prestige Master. I thought this game wasn't out till tonight. What's going on? They did this. If the New Zealand change works similarly to last year for Blaps 7, here's how you can do it. On PC, you can only do it on the Xbox PC app. You change your PC region to New Zealand, and then you change your COD account to a New Zealand address on the COD website. And then on Xbox, you change the region to New Zealand, blah, blah, blah. PlayStation, you can do it too. And they say they'll confirm it for sure next week. You can play quite a bit earlier if you do this. Hours and hours earlier. I don't know how many hours earlier, but a lot.
Isn't it basically a full day early?
It might be even that. I'm not sure.
If not, then I think it's like 12 hours early or something like that.
Minimum it's like 12-ish, I would imagine.
3 a.m. instead of 9 p.m. So yeah, that's much earlier. Yeah, I really, really despise 18. That this is possible. So it bugs me a lot.
Yeah.
Bugs me
a really bad stuff. So anyway, if that's possible, then you guys can avail yourselves of that. I don't know how to do this. I also don't have the Xbox PC app, nor will I be getting it.
Yeah.
Obviously, because it's probably terrible.
That's one of those apps that when you watch any PC like tech video, it's like uninstall Microsoft Game Bar, uninstall the Xbox app, because I think the Xbox app comes like pre-installed on Microsoft computers actually. So
Game Bar or whatever, like,
fucking delete all of this. Yeah,
it's the first thing you uninstall. Yeah,
it's
of
malware.
Course. It's genuinely malware. It's crazy because Microsoft owns Xbox and also Windows, and they do not cooperate at all. It's just a terrible application. So I have a perfectly otherwise good Xbox controller that doesn't work because the software just broke one day. So, okay.
Yeah, that's true. Anyone can just join on someone that's done the New Zealand thing. I forgot about that.
That's also
has that always been a thing, or wasn't that only like hasn't that aspect only worked like one or two times? Like last year it worked, and another year I don't remember, but there are times when it works and there are times that it didn't. So
yeah, so that might be possible as well. Yeah, that might be possible as well.
Yeah, we won't know.
Either way. And the trick might not even work, although I think it probably will, to be honest. I don't know why that works, by the way. There is a reason. I never remember. I look it up every year and then forget. But lastly, or almost lastly, we have a blog post from the COD, staff that was posted 2 days ago, November 4th. Fourth. Ready for launch. Ready to fucking blast off multiplayer maps.
Fucking launch, fucking now.
And modes, plus operators. Confirmed intel. Okay. We're not going to go through most of this.
No.
But we will do a brief skimming. There will be modes. As a reminder, they're doing the persistent lobbies and the minimal SBMM on launch. So, will persistent lobbies matter with minimal SBMM? Probably not. Because one team's going to get shit rolled badly and back out in the middle of the game, and there won't be a lobby to persist. Would be my guess. But sometimes it'll matter, so that's cool. I'd rather it be there than didn't. And then the no SBMM thing as well. So they, right out the gate, they make sure you do not forget that, because that is the big selling point among, dedicated COD fans of this particular game. That's really the big mechanic that sets this apart from BO6. It isn't wall jumping. It's no SBMM, and that's it. And the aim assist nerf. Those are the big mechanical changes, actually. Not omni movement, like when BO6 came out. That's not the innovation. The innovation here is not just destroying your morale by putting you in the hardest lobbies they possibly can every single game when you're playing pubs. So, but good thing. It's a good thing. So anyway, they make sure to remind you of that. Okay. The new mode Overload will be in.
Oh yeah.
Bring the device to the enemy zones to sabotage them.
Sabotage this. Sabotage. You like that song? Who sings that?
That is the Beastie Boys, and no, I don't.
Bad song, really.
Not a good song. Yeah, I don't like the Beastie Boys at all. I don't like any of their music.
Yeah. Beastie Boy, yeah, that's a stoner ass band. I don't like them. TDM, obviously, Dom, Search, KC, Free for All, Hardpoint, Kill Order, which is the high value target thing. And if this works the way BO6 does, the high value target will also have plates. So they'll have extra health. I don't know if it's going to work this way in BO7. But it will, because the plating mechanic will already be in from zombies. So that it will work that way. Not a huge deal. Just thought I'd point it out. Control, which I don't know if this was in BO6, but I think this used to be a CDL mode. Like in BO4, I think Control was a CDL mode. Yeah. And it's actually pretty fun. You take turns attacking and defending zones, and each team has, I believe it's 30 lives. So you have like a minute and 30 seconds to cap 2 zones, and you only have 30 lives if you are, or for both teams. I don't remember exactly how it works, but it's actually pretty fun. So anyway, that'll be in. And then face off mosh pit, who cares? And the skirmish mode, dude, I totally forgot about this. I really was hoping we were getting access to this in the beta. And that means beta, by the way. The beta test that we did. The free trial. They call it a beta test. It was a free trial. I would have liked to have trialed, this skirmish mode. This is another big selling point for me of BO7, frankly. Wall jumping's cool, and it is different and impactful. We've talked about it. The no SBMM thing will be obviously the most impactful change of anything they could possibly do. Aim assist nerf will be big. This, in my view, will be another big thing. The thing about it is it's not going to be like competitive. So, there's not going to be a World Series of Skirmish title, nor will there be a CDL Skirmish team. So, in some sense, this kind of is a party mode, sorta. But if that's true, it's a party mode in the same way Ground War was. Not really, But it's an alternate mode.
That's what they call it, alternate and additional. But anyway, it's to remind you guys, since we didn't get to play it in the beta, it's 20v20 on separate maps than the multiplayer pool. So they're dedicated skirmish maps, like ground war maps for dedicated ground war maps. And there are additional mechanics such as rappelling and wingsuiting and grappling as well. So that I'm very excited to try, because this is going to be the first look at what the Warzone integration is going to feel like. Because this will have, I don't know if this has plates. I don't think it does, but it will have wingsuits, just like Warzone's going to have, rappels, and
will it have plates?
I don't think so. I doubt it. And grapple hooks.
I don't think so.
Oh, and the little combat roll thing that Battlefield has, by the way. I do wonder if they got that idea from Battlefield, because boy, is it a coincidence that in Battlefield, when you fall from a great height, you can press jump and you'll combat roll to negate damage. Call of Duty has the same thing. On the same year, they both do that new mechanic. Huh. That's odd. You know, that's a little odd.
It's a combat roll, man.
It's fine, but just a little odd. Anyway, this is by far, aside from Warzone, what I'm most curious about is this new skirmish mode.
Yeah,
I think
unfortunately,
it'll
probably be fun, so nobody will play it. Everybody will be playing Search and Destroy instead.
And what we don't know, yeah, that's true. And what we also don't know is, will there be skirmish casual mode?
Oh, yes. Yes.
I unironically think there will be. Maybe not on launch, but I think there will be a skirmish casual mode. It's a big enough lobby size to where they will want to do that. So, but we'll see. And then gunfight and face off, Dom, TDM, kill order, kill confirmed. Okay. So we're getting maps. Blackheart we had at the beta. By the way, not a good map. This map sucks balls. Hope that helps. This was the worst, arguably, definitely the worst of the beta maps. And it isn't close. Mid is just a disaster. It's very awkward. Fighting on the outside of it is okay. It's not the worst map I've ever played by any stretch of the imagination. But in my view, this is not a good map at all. I did not like it one bit. Colossus was not in the beta. Can't tell what I'll think of it. Cortex was in the beta. Make this red room brighter. Den, which is Japanese style, looks like it could be pretty good, actually. Potentially. We'll see. Exposure, this map grew on me. I like it. Express, incredibly overrated map. It's fine.
Express is not good at all. Yeah.
Extremely overrated. Flagship, is this a remake?
I have no idea.
Of that one map that's on a boat? I think they would have mentioned it if it was, so no. But anyway, see how that plays. Hijacked, another very overrated map. Homestead.
Hijacked is fine, though. Hijacked is pretty good, actually.
It's fine. It's overrated,
There's nothing to dislike about it, but yeah, I can see it being overrated. Just pretty standard, regular map.
And then Homestead, which I'm very excited to play because of the Aurora Borealis.
Yeah. Cool looking map for sure.
For that reason.
Unique.
A dev said Blackheart was his favorite. Of course he did. Yeah, it does look cool. Imprint. This map sucks a lot too. This actually might be worse than Blackheart. I'm not sure. It's a 3-lane map with an incredibly awkward disconnected third lane. And I really hate it. And the entire mid is just chalked. It's really bad. I do not like this map at all. Nuketown, great map. You guys know what Nuketown is. Paranoia.
I've heard of it, yeah.
This map looks odd. I don't know what this will be like. I'm a little worried about this red room because the Cortex red room's hard to see in, so wonder if this one will be different. I doubt it, but we'll see.
Something's wrong at that hospital. Are you noticing that?
Yes.
Is it real, or do you think that's inside Mason's mind?
Well, one area appears normal, but the other fractures into a psychological nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see. Interesting.
Hold your ground and keep your wits.
Yeah,
and I think you'll survive the split between reality and hallucination.
Yeah.
When this map launches.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Raid. Fantastic map.
A giant map that's giantly overrated. A fucking enormous map. Retrieval. This looks like it could be a really good map, potentially. Or terrible. Can't tell yet. It's pretty, though, inside the little ice cavern. I'm a snowman. What are they called? Yeti. I'm a Yeti. I'll be the Yeti of Retrieval. You know what this kind of reminds me of for no real reason? Contraband. Are you the guy that remembers Contraband?
I remember Contraband. That's a good map.
Great map. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Reminds me more of Icebreaker, if anything, but yeah. It's not close to either, let's be clear. But.
It's not close to either of those two maps that it reminds us of. Yeah. So Scar, ugly map with fire and smoke.
Oh, that's a cough, man.
This kind of reminds me of a map. Oh man. Mm-hmm. One of the
Scar.
Oh man. I don't remember what map. I won't remember either, but it has a barn on it.
Yeah.
This could be pretty good, actually. This looks like it could play pretty goddamn well. I think that'll be a good map. The Forge. This map's okay. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it, though. I think it's fine. It's a fine map.
That car in the front is AI generated and randomly placed there. Look how weird it looks. It was like placed there after the screenshot was taken or something. It looks it doesn't look like it's actually there.
Yeah, it's weird.
Just placed
the front right tire, like floating almost. Yeah, that is kind of odd. That's a weird AI generated truck.
Where's Ramin? Can we get an AI check on that, Ramin?
Yeah. Toshin, which was in the beta. I don't think I played it once though. I did watch some streams of it though. This map looked like it sucked balls to me. This map did not look like a good map from what I saw, but I didn't play it myself, so we'll see. And if you played the beta on it, you would know. Mission Edge is going to be a skirmish map. We got a preview, I think, of 2 skirmish maps, and I don't recall this being one of them. Is that correct?
Or
was this one of them? I don't know. I'm not remembering it though, but this is one of the skirmish maps. It's big. And it's got buildings, and one of the buildings is very tall.
That's the one we saw the clip of, yeah. It's that.
Okay. Raj that.
It looks cool.
It looks pretty. I'll say that. Hard to say how it will play.
That's Avalon, man.
It is Avalon. I'm just a little worried about that skyscraper. That singular lone skyscraper that looks to be right in the middle of the map. Now, this isn't a BR, so that's not as big of a problem, but I think it actually might be so high up, though, that you're kind of, if you're not there, you're not really in too much danger of getting shot from there because it's too far.
There will also be like 6 zips up to the roof, so it won't matter. Even if somebody's up there, they'll be dead within a minute from somebody pushing them.
Yeah.
I don't love this, though. Or stick to the streets for intense vehicle combat.
Oh, yeah. Skirmish is DOA.
Yeah, Skirmish is dead.
Did we know there were vehicles in it?
If we did, I don't remembering
I don't either.
Or knowing that. So, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, okay, DOA. So skirmish mode sucks, doesn't matter. Mission Tide. This is the one I said looked better, but I'm seeing an armored Humvee. With what appears to be a mounted gun on it.
Honest. This looks much worse, yeah.
So yeah, just terrible news. Operators. Oh boy. Let me just skim some bios here real quick. Tough, resourceful with an armor-plated heart of gold. 50 is the soul of her team.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, these are actually way less cringe than they've been in the past. That one wasn't even that bad. Okay. So we're more grounded here. Oh, Reaper's coming back.
Really? Where's Reaper at?
Experimental War Robot 3, nicknamed Reaper, in homage to the call sign of the program's human operator.
Interesting.
God, I remember Reaper. So busted OP. Anyway, yeah, I'm not reading all these, obviously, and that's it. Yeah, so, I mean, we didn't really learn much there. Went over some of the maps again. Yeah, real shame there are going to be vehicles in skirmish. That actually makes that first map with the skyscraper a fuck of a lot better, actually, because you can just play up top and avoid the vehicles outright, which I will be doing.
Yeah, do what it says.
And the other map, I think it was called Tide. It has lots of line of sight breaks because there's a lot of buildings. Nothing super tall, but you could likely line of sight a lot of vehicles very, very easily. Hopefully vehicles aren't going to be too much of an issue. Because I certainly don't play COD for vehicle combat, obviously. So anyway, a couple other little things here. Charles has tweeted, preloading is now live for PC Battle.net players. And it will be available for every single fucking platform on November 10th at 9 a.m. Pacific. So you have plenty of time to preload. Even if you're in Australia, that'll give you 3 days to get it downloaded. So do that. But you could do it now if you're on Battle.net. So that's cool. And is to be expected. And that's pretty much it for COD. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how much more we can expect. Hopefully we get some more blogs or dev talks or whatever before launch. I'm sure we will. And if we do, we may talk about them on Saturday. By the way, we don't have an episode Saturday. The schedule next week will be different. I don't know in what way. We might do an ep Wednesday instead of Thursday. We might do it Friday instead of Thursday. We might do it Thursday and it won't be different. And I just lied. We'll see. But schedule might get mixy next week.
Oh, yeah.
So they did that inside your minds.
They did just release a zombies blog post. We're obviously not covering it now. We might cover it on Saturday. We'll see. Because, yeah, actually, with the game coming out, we'll be getting blog posts. I don't know if we'll get one tomorrow because it's Friday. No, we might, because we really only have 3 other days they would release them. Yeah, so we might have 2 blog posts to cover Saturday. So yeah, if nothing else, we can go over the zombies one, but it looks boring. I mean, it's just going over like every piece of just everything, ammo mods, every field upgrade, the gobble gums. So just an info dump, but we're not too interested in zombies at all, obviously. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not interested
zombies
in
zombies died
all,
with Cold War. Yeah.
It did. Yeah. Zombies died with COVID-19, actually. Once COVID was not a worldwide pandemic, zombies stopped being fun. So release another pathogen. That's what I always say. Someone get Wuhan on the line. Anyway. And then last thing is RedSec. Just a little chat about that. I played some more of it. Tanks are not as busted OP as I thought they were, primarily for this reason, in my experience. I didn't realize how good picking engineer for RedSec is. And if you've never done that, try it. You get a couple things. One of them is you can open those vaults, those safes, with your blowtorch. And the loot in there is pretty nuts. So if you land somewhere, by the way, best drop spot is the boutique district. Always hot.
Oh yeah, I've known
and
that.
Super fun to fight. Super fun to fight there. We run the boutique district. I'm in fact the district manager of the boutique district, and I hope that helps. And that does make sense because it's all owned by one company. And Anyways, that's the best drop spot. But also, if you land right away and you find a safe, because the loot is terrible in that game. Not enough loot at all. And the loot is not usually good enough. And there are never plates. But if you find a safe and you have an engineer, pop that bitch open. You got a lot of good loot. You got an intel briefcase, which gets you closer to your perks way faster. And then you could start banging. So that's one thing that engineer brings. More importantly, its perks are busted OP. So you always have a rocket launcher. And I think like your first or second perk, because as the game goes on and you're like getting XP, you unlock more and more of your perks, just like in multiplayer Battlefield, where like recon, your last perk is a UAV. You can call in a UAV, right? So it's the same in BR. And for engineer, I don't know if engineer perks are the same way in multiplayer, but in BR, one of the first ones is it changes your rocket launcher into a tow missile. So you get a little scope on it, and then it's a tow missile, meaning once you fire it, you steer the missile. So you can...
Yeah, that's busted OP.
It's super good. You can hit tanks from really far away. It takes a number of shots, like a full health tank probably takes you 3 shots to like the side or something. But the second or third perk for engineer is your rockets regen and or regen faster. And then another of the perks is if you hit a tank or any vehicle, it says, with your missile, it becomes immobilized. So all you really have to do, and we did this a number of times, is like, okay, there's a tank pinning us down literally 300 meters away. If I can hit it once with one tow missile, I will kill it, or they'll have to get out, because it'll be immobilized long enough for me to reload and then shoot it again. And the second shot's going to be really easy because it isn't moving. And then that refreshes the duration of the immobilization. And then you're regenning rockets anyway. So you just keep blasting it and it dies. Or better yet, your teammate found a grenade launcher, even though they're not engineer, or a rocket launcher, even though they're not engineer. You immobilize it, and it makes it really easy for Cope the Cum Cowboy to take out his RPG and finish it off. So it's actually quite easy to kill tanks if you have an engineer on your team. As long as they have their perks, which does not take long. So that's been really good news. I'm excited for RedSec players that is true. However, I still and I had more fun playing after I last talked about it than I expected to, especially once I learned this and started using it. However, the game's still soulless and shit.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's completely soulless. You don't get to pick your perks. You pick your class and it has the perks designated for you, and you earn them on the same track you always will. And you run around, you loot guns, you can get your own gun or two, and then you run around looking for plates the whole game, and then you win. Okay.
Yeah.
Soulless. So, with that said, though, in the pre-show today, I looked at my entire list of people I'm following on Twitch, half of whom are Call of Duty creators. And of every single person online, this has never happened before, only one player was playing Call of Duty of any stripe. The rest were playing RedSec or our creators. And it was BB, Blessed Brinson Gaming. We camping with BB, who was playing Resurgence.
Casual. With BB, the boy.
It probably wasn't casual, but it might as well be. So many of you probably are playing RedSec, if that's any indication. So,
damn, Warzone has only 10,000 viewers on Twitch right now. Jeez.
Just
That's low.
So that's going to be the thing.
RedSec has its own category on Twitch. I see.
Yes, it does.
Separate from multiplayer.
Yes. That's going to be, I think this is going to be a really, 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 really big test for COD, but especially Warzone. Once the Warzone integration happens, and then 2 weeks later, what are the player numbers looking like? Because if they don't get them back now, they are gone. we've talked about this to death, but I just want to reiterate, especially if RedSec still has some popularity by then. You know, a lot of people who would consider themselves like Warzone mains have been playing RedSec and have been saying good things about it and how much fun they're having. And as time goes on, as long as they continue having fun and as long as they continue updating that game, then they're only going to become more and more invested in RedSec. And by the time the integration happens, man, it's been 6 weeks of like RedSec every time I get on the game. Do I want to play what's likely to be a buggy ass, cheater filled Warzone integration on Verdansk or the Resurgence map? But if I like RedSec, I'm probably not a Resurgence guy, right? So like, what are we doing here? I just don't see it going well. You know, because I think, even though I think RedSec is soulless and not very fun, according to my timeline, a lot of people disagree. And according to our Discord, there are a lot of you who are still playing RedSec and having a lot of fun doing it.
Well, they're bored, yeah. It's not.
They are bored, but I mean, will they be not bored with a Warzone integration where they could now wall jump maybe, and because that wasn't possible in the COD Next playtest, by the way. And they said it's an open question. And playing on Verdansk still? Does that sound more fun than RedSec? To the average person who's having fun playing RedSec right now? I don't think so, frankly. So I'm very excited to see what that will be like. And I don't think it will be good for COD, as we've been saying. Because unironically, and I'm dead serious when I say this, they are sunsetting Warzone. And that will become extremely apparent 2 weeks after the integration. Extremely apparent. If not sooner. Because it is possible the integration happens. It's either boring or buggy on day one. And then people like Breadman or Huskers, who already don't want to go back to Warzone anyway because they said they were going to main RedSec, are like, oh, yeah, I'm definitely not coming back. I'm done. The next day, day 2, they're back on RedSec. And a lot of other streamers, I can imagine, doing that. Not Swag, not Symphony, you know, but still a good amount of them. So anyway, regardless, use engineering on RedSec if tanks are bugging you, because it's fucking nuts. And that's it, I think.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I knew that. Good
to know. But I didn't ask. All right. Yeah, that's it. So we'll be back Saturday, possibly. Keep your eyes on the schedule. If not, yeah, we'll definitely obviously have EPs next week, because next week is launch week, baby. Woo!
Yippee!
Skirmish!
Yeah.
So yeah, our schedule will maybe be different next week.
Won't be any different whatsoever, yeah.
For the launch week, it won't be different at all.
Same.
Obviously. So,
obviously.
Stupid fucks. Yeah. Anyway, that's all. And we will see you at a time. We'll see. Oh, here. You know what? If you want to know, when we do episode 558, that's going to be our next episode.
That'll be the next one, yeah.
See you then.
Yeah, see ya.